Fora TV. The world is thinking.
Tom Wolfe and America. You mentioned in a New York Times interview that you admire President Bush, quote, for his great decisiveness and willingness to fight, close quote. You later said that the reaction to that Times interview in literary circles was as if you had said, oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm a child molester. You sometimes wear an American flag pin in your lapel. You've likened the response to that in the city of New York to holding up a cross to werewolves.
That's true.
My question is, why should this be? You live 80, 90 blocks, as does all of the charming aristocracy, from that what is still a hole in the ground, the Twin Towers. This is only 7 years later. Why should it be that they should be so hostile to that you of all people? Why?
This also goes back to the charming aristocracy. For a long, long time now, it's been very unpopular for anyone of intellectual pretensions to approve of whatever government they have. It's very much a fashion. Bush has attracted unbelievable, I take that back, it's believable, because the same thing happened to Eisenhower, the same thing happened to Reagan. They were considered stupid.
Right.
They were thought to be just these benighted creatures who obviously were operated by someone else. They were always looking for the puppeteer behind Reagan.
Right.
I mean, they couldn't believe that, and the same with Eisenhower, because Eisenhower could never complete a sentence in a press conference. Right. He would start off with a relative clause like, whereas people in China believe, which reminds me, he could not get to a predicate. But all he had done, though, he was considered very stupid by the same people. People forget this. So was Reagan. And well, all that Eisenhower did was win World War II. All that Reagan did was win the Cold War. And so far, we don't know how much Bush accomplished, but it's very striking to me that the aggressiveness with which he attacked the training grounds of Al-Qaeda at the very outset did something profound to that movement. I mean, it knocked
We've
out,
not been attacked since.
It knocked out some large apparatus
Right.
in the meantime. We don't know what the verdict will be on Iraq in the long run, because think of Vietnam and the ruckus over Vietnam. And now if you ask people who were much against that war at the time, what was it that was wrong with that war? They can't remember. They can't remember what it was. But I asked the question, do you think the war was a success? Oh, no, it couldn't have been. I said, well, look, what was the purpose of it? It was to stop communism in Asia. Did it do it? Well, yes, it did.